नमस्कार। सर्भिस अबोभ सेल्फ भन्ने मूल मान्यतालाई आत्मसात गरेको रोटरी इन्टरनेसनल र डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3292 नेपाल र भुटानको इनिसिएसनमा सौजन्य मिडियाको प्रस्तुति साक्षरताका लागि रोटरी कार्यक्रमको अर्को एपिसोडमा यहाँहरूलाई स्वागत छ। दर्शकबिन, यो कार्यक्रम मार्फत हामीले रोटरी इन्टरनेसनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3292 ले गरेका सफलताका कथाहरू, यसले समाजमा पुर्याउन खोजेको योगदान र रोटरी क्लबप्रति मानिसहरू किन आबद्ध हुनुपर्छ भन्ने भावनालाई समेत यस कार्यक्रम मार्फत उजागर गरिरहेका छौँ। दर्शकबिन, नेपाल र विश्वमा गरी अहिले करिब 12 लाख व्यक्तिहरू रोटरी इन्टरनेसनलको सदस्यता लिइसकेका छन् र यो सदस्यता लिने क्रम अझै कसरी बढाउन सकिन्छ, जसमा आबद्ध भएपछि समाजमा कुनै न कुनै हिसाबले योगदान पुर्याउनुपर्छ भन्ने मान्यता राख्ने यस रोटरी इन्टरनेसनलको अम्ब्रेला अन्तर्गत रहेका लाखौँ व्यक्तिहरू र नेपालमा यसमा आबद्ध भएका हजारौँ व्यक्तिहरूलाई हामीले लक्षित गरेर यस कार्यक्रम मार्फत त्यसले उठान गरेका भावना र रोटरीले खास गरी नेपालमा पुर्याएको योगदानको विषयमा चर्चा गरिरहेका छौँ। First of all, you are welcome to my television show.
Thank you very much. I am so happy to be with you.
And this is initiatives of Rotary International District 3292. We are bringing so many high-level dignitaries like you in our show to share your experiences and how Rotary is doing and what is the attraction of Rotary and how can we attract to other people who are not in Rotary. First of all, would you mind to give us your background?
My background is that I was in business for ever since I started my life, and initially we were into export of textiles. Now we are into logistics management, and serving the community has been a passion not only of mine, but it is a culture in our family. If we can do whatever little bit we can do, we always traditionally took out money from our business to do something, and that is what attracted me to Rotary.
Okay, when did you join into Rotary?
I joined Rotary in the year 1983.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, yeah.
Actually, what is the purpose? Why you joined in Rotary?
Rotary gives you a platform to serve the others who are less fortunate than us, and it is a transparent organization. Its working is without any questions. The projects are normally executed in time. There is no delay generally. And we have a fairly clear and transparent policy in whatever we do. And of course, the membership, of course, you are aware that a lot of people from the industry and professionals who have made their name in the profession and vocation are invited to join Rotary. And so you are in company with people who are also believe in the same principles of Rotary.
On behalf of your Rotary Club, can you briefly highlight, what kind of activities that you are doing?
Presidentship has been long back, but I would highlight some of the major projects that I did as a governor when I was in the year 2011 and 12. What we did is that there were a lot of these small villages which did not have power, and they were remote areas in the deserts. And these deserts were declared that they would never ever get any electricity or any support because they are supposed to be not getting it from the desert area. So we identified about 25 such villages, and we were able to convert their power requirement by solar energy. That was a big thrust that we gave, and it really covered about 5,000 homes, and that was what we did in our district. Then the other thing that we did is we brought a lot of check dams to these small villages, because there was no water availability. So we built new check dams, and about 62 check dams were built during that year. And those check dams not only gave water during the summer, but also created a natural resource underground table where they could draw water in case the rainfall failed. So it created a table land with water. So this is what we decided was a good opportunity to serve the people who are not so fortunate. And that turned out to be a great satisfaction for all of us. Third very important point is something that we already we had started a skin bank, which was primarily done by my club, and we promoted it during my year as governorship for skin donation. Now, skin is a savior for burnt patients, and this is a skin bank set up with a Norwegian skin bank in collaboration, and they give us all the support. And that turned out to be a very big thing because people are not aware that something like a skin as an organ can be donated after death. A very simple process. We propagated it and it turned out to be a good collection. So when we started, it was 3 calls a day. It started and building up, and now we are doing fairly well.
You're talking, Rotary people are talking about the challenges, how we can engage people in Rotary, because it has been a very challenging thing to increase the membership.
Yes.
Is this similar trend in your context, in your domain?
Worldwide, yes, you can see a trend which has been falling, but in India we have seen increase happening in India and Southeast Asia. We believe that a lot of people do not know the kind of work that we do in Rotary, so we are trying to make a proper presentation through different sources like yours, and we want to tell the people at large that we are here to serve. Besides being a club of senior professionals and businessmen, we are also, our main motto is to serve people, and service above self is our motto, and that is what we keenly and seriously follow. The idea is, how do I get more members? I believe that if I bring this to the table of an average man, he understands Rotary, and we project Rotary's work, and because of the good work that we do, we will be able to attract members. Most people in the society may not be aware of the kind of projects that we do. So we want to amplify that through media, through social media and everything. And that is the thing we've taken over for the last 1-2 years. That exercise has started already. We hope it will pay dividends.
When we talk about Rotary, we always talk about polio eradication.
Yes.
And in the meantime, yesterday we heard that Rotary is focusing on to eradicate, to make people literate as soon as possible. So I think this kind of project will attract more people to be in Rotary. Then can you highlight about this literacy project?
You see, what happened is we've had a great success. We worked for many years. In the last 3 years, we were able to control polio wild virus in India, and we were very concerned. And today we are happy that we have been declared polio-free nation, and we have a huge workforce which really worked on polio, and the success of polio made us start thinking as to what we can do next. And that's when the leadership in India decided that we should make India and other countries around us away from illiteracy. So it should be 100% literacy. Government is doing a lot of work, but we want to support the government's initiative to some extent. And what we have decided is to concentrate on 5 verticals. And these 5 verticals is called the word TEACH. It's an acronym. T as in teachers training, E as in e-learning, A as in adult literacy, C for child protection, and H for happy schools. The concept is that we cannot concentrate in too many things, but if we concentrate on these 5, I think we will be able to achieve a lot of success. The biggest part of concentration has been also on the area of e-learning, because we believe that a school child which reads and speaks English in a suburb or in a remote area should be the same as a person who goes to a good school in downtown. And that can happen only with e-learning, because there is a proper diction, there is a proper teaching, and the methodology is through e-communication. And it's a very good project. We've got a lot of success. We have already done about 1,000 schools for e-learning, and we hope to do large number this year. We started this TEACH program this year, and we hope to complete it in the next 3 years. Our target is to make India 100% literate by 2018, 17 to 18.
To enlighten those people who will watch you on TV and who doesn't have any idea about Rotary, but they want to be in Rotary, what does Rotary do? Can you just briefly give them some information?
What we do is we do a lot of work. Every club is unique in its way. Depending on the size and the numbers in the club takes the initiative of doing whatever it is around their community. So if a club in, say, Kathmandu would look at around Kathmandu, what all can they do? And the club and their board members and the general membership of the board, the club decides to do what they want to do. So the club decides one, the governor gives a little thrust area, that I think we should overall concentrate on these 2-3 things, and that could be another area of focus. Like I did in my year, one was this, solar lamp, and similarly now we're giving them all a thrust of literacy. And we said, why should there be any illiterate person in this country? And we're looking at the whole of Southeast Asia. If whole of Southeast Asia is completely literate, that will be one of the first steps to eradicate any kind of violence and also bring in peace in the region. So it has a double-fold advantage. Literacy brings in peace at large. People will be more employable, there will be more employment, and that's the reason why we are looking at literacy.
Actually, in this materialistic world, people think that money can buy everything. Money gives satisfaction, money gives happiness. But what does Rotary give beyond that? We're having interview with so many people, and we ask similar questions to them. They normally answer that we get real satisfaction after serving to the people.
Actually, I don't believe in this point of money buying happiness or money buys peace. Money can never buy home. I mean, money can buy a house, but not a home. So what is the difference is that? Do you have a home or a house? That's a subtle difference. So money cannot buy peace, that's for sure. Happiness comes out of, according to my understanding, if you can bring happiness to others. And that's when you become happy. Happiness has to be multiplied. You cannot sit at home and enjoy your wealth unless you share it with the people who are not very fortunate. Unless you try to bring a smile on the face of a person who is not so fortunate. I think that is the true meaning of happiness to me. And that is what we in Rotary believe.
That's why people have to join into Rotary.
Yes.
Okay. Finally, for those viewers who will watch you on Nepali televisions, for Nepali people, general viewers, what's your message to them?
I believe there is a lot of scope for work in Nepal through Rotary clubs. The Nepali Rotary clubs are already doing very well. A lot of good projects are being done by them. And recently I was told that some dialysis machines have been donated, and they put up a dialysis center where there will be no charge to people in Nepal. Now this is just one example, but we are doing a lot more in Nepal, and I am sure that we will keep increasing our strength in Nepal. This year our target is to increase at least 600 new members to be joining Rotary. Today we are about 2,000 odd number, but we want to bring it 600 more, and that's what our target for membership growth is. And it's only with more people joining hands with Rotary that we will be able to serve, and more hands means more service. And that's the reason, and that's the only objective behind our growth. And we hope we will achieve success. We believe that Nepal has a lot of scope for work, because there are a lot of these areas which are lacking progress, and we can cultivate some good things there. Even disasters today, like for example, you have this landslide and you have flooding. We have already started talking about it. Yesterday, some of us sat down and made, we did a brainstorming, and we are bringing in some kits from abroad for rescue operations, and as well as and also rehabilitation of people. So this is our object. And if we can achieve something to help the government in this disaster management, that will be bringing in a lot of peace to Nepali Rotarians. And that's the message that we want to give. And we want everybody to join hands with Rotary to do whatever we can in terms of these disasters that we see today.
Thank you so much for your valuable time.
Thank you very much, and it was a pleasure being with you.
Thank you so much.
Silver Mountain School of Hotel Management, Lainchor, Kathmandu. A truly international standard hospitality degree in Nepal, Silver Mountain School of Hotel Management offers dual international degree, a 4-year bachelor's degree in international hospitality and tourism management, BHM, from Queen Margaret University, the United Kingdom, 3 years higher diploma in international culinary arts and departmental specialization from American Hotel and Lodging Educational Institute, USA. For details, Silver Mountain School of Hotel Management, Lainchor, Kathmandu, Nepal. Phone 4415038.
Life. Attitude. Fun. Success. V.S. Nicotin Higher Secondary School, aspiring for a bright future.
Imagine how it feels to gain a British university experience. Imagine how it feels to earn a British university degree, to become globally competitive and a global citizen. Imagine how it feels to be a class apart. Join the British College and you'll know how it feels.
The British College, a truly British university experience in Kathmandu. Treta Thapathali, Kathmandu.
Nimomix, 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 साबुन Nimomix. दाद दोबी हटाउँछ यसले, छालाको रोगलाई भगाउँछ यसले, गालाको चौरी हटाउँछ यसले, मुहार गोरो बनाउँछ यसले.
Nimomix, साबुन Nimomix, Nimomix, साबुन Nimomix.
नीम अमला घिउ कुमारी, तितेपाती मेवा गुलाब चिउरी, दूध र गुलाब जलबाट बन्छ, अनि मात्र Nimomix साबुन कहिन्छ.
Nimomix, साबुन Nimomix.
छाला सम्बन्धी सम्पूर्ण रोगको निवारण गर्ने एकमात्र साबुन Nimomix.
Nimomix, साबुन Nimomix.
कार्पेटको शहंशाह यति कार्पेट.
I chose to be here because I wanted to be close to my family, at the same time have the international standard education.
Gate College has been the best learning experience for me, and I wish more Nepalese students have the same opportunity.
Recently, I have completed 1 year internship from Hyatt Regency Resort, Malaysia. Whatever I learned from Gate College has helped me a lot.
Gate. Because I care.
यहाँलाई कार्यक्रममा स्वागत छ। तपाईँ अलिकता दर्शकहरूको बुझाइको लागि भनिदिनुहोस्, तपाईँ रोटरीमा किन आउनु?
एउटा यस्तो संस्था छ, म आज 1983 मा जोइन गरेको थिएँ। स्टार्टिङमा त मलाई पनि थाहा थिएन के छ के छैन, तर त्यसपछि काम गर्दै जाँदाखेरि बुझ्दै जाँदाखेरि यसमा हामी सेवा गर्ने धेरै मौकाहरू पाउँछौँ र सेवा गर्ने स्रोतहरू पनि पाउँछौँ। पैसाको हाम्रो फाउन्डेसन पनि धेरै ठुलो छ, अगर हामी चाहेमा हामी ल्याएर गर्न सक्छौँ र यसमा गरेर जुन आनन्द आउँछ त्यो मलाई अरू कहीँ पनि आएन। म रोटरी बाहेक मलाई लायन्सको मलाई थाहा छैन, रोटरी बाहेक मैले कुनै संस्था जोइन गरेको छैन, तर आई एम भेरी मच सेटिस्फाइड विथ द रोटरी।
तपाईँले रोटरीमा विभिन्न भूमिका निर्वाह गर्नुभयो, यहाँको आफ्नो क्लबमा प्रेसिडेन्ट, त्यसै गरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट गभर्नर, महत्त्वपूर्ण पोस्टमा यहाँ पुग्नुभयो, राष्ट्रिय अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय रोटरीको यहाँले अनुभव सँगाल्नु भएको छ। नेपालको कन्टेक्स्टमा कुरा गरौँ, रोटरीमा लागेर रोटरीले त्यस्तो सब्सटेन्सियल कुराहरू गर्न सकेको छ समाज विकासमा?
पक्कै गरेको छ। जसरी हाम्रो यो अर्थोपेडिक हस्पिटल जोरपाटीमा छ, त्यसमा मोस्टली पैसा रोटरीको लागेको छ। यहाँ तपाईँको क्यान्सर हस्पिटल छ, अनि विराटनगरमा हाम्रो थिएज ग्रान्ट गरेका थियौँ कोशी हस्पिटलमा, र समय समयमा आउने बाढी यस्तो कुनै आपत्तिको टाइममा हामी एकदम अगाडि सरेर जान्छौँ। अहिले पनि हाम्रो तुरन्त कुरा हुँदैछ बक्स मगाउनको लागि। सो प्रयास त हामी गर्छौँ र गरि पनि राखेका छौँ र सब्सटेन्सियल पनि काम भइराखेको छ। अहिले भर्खरै यहाँ हामीलाई तपाईँलाई थाहा होला, यहाँ एउटा ब्लड ब्याङ्क पाटनमा ब्लड ब्याङ्क, ललितपुरमा ब्लड ब्याङ्क थिएन, त्यसको मतलब करिब $1,92,000 रोटीले दिएर एउटा ब्लड ब्याङ्कको थालनी गर्नु हो, जो कि त्यहाँका बासिन्दाहरूलाई पुरा यतातिर आउनु पर्थ्यो। पुरा काठमाडौँमा एउटा मात्रै यता थियो र धेरै गाह्रो हुन्थ्यो, कहिले जान पनि गुमाउनु पर्थ्यो। त्यो फेसिलिटी हामीले नै गरे हो, त्यो सब्सटेन्सियली नै मान्छु म यसलाई। र अहिले विराटनगरमा हामीले एउटा डायलिसिस सेन्टर पनि सुरु गर्न गइराखेका छौँ। त्यसको थालनी भइसकेको छ, मतलब सामानहरू आउँदैछ, यो जनवरीतिर आएर त्यसको थालनी भइहाल्छ। त्यसमा रोटरीले $2,16,000 दिएको छ र गोल्छा आई हस्पिटलले आफ्नो ठाउँ भेन्यू दिएको छ, बिल्डिङहरू बनाएर दिने, र नेसनल किडनी सेन्टर जो कि डाक्टर काफ्लेले स्टार्ट गर्नुभएको नेपालमा पहिलो डायलिसिस सेन्टर उहाँले चलाउने, उहाँको संस्थाले चलाउने। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि त्यो एकदम राम्रो युनिक एउटा, जसरी यहाँ ब्लड ब्याङ्कको भएको थियो, ब्लड ब्याङ्क रोटरीले पैसा दियो, हार्ट फाउन्डेसनले बिल्डिङ दियो र रेड क्रसले चलाउने भयो। त्यसै गरी हामीले पनि एक्सपर्टिजलाई समात्यौँ जो चलाउन सक्छ, किनभने हामीलाई चलाउने ज्ञान हुँदैन, हामी वी क्यान फाइनान्स। सो रोटरीले गरेको छ।
तपाईँको एउटा व्यावसायिक पृष्ठभूमि छ, तपाईँ व्यापारमा नाफा घाटाको हिसाब गर्ने मान्छे, पैसा सबै चिज हो, किनभने व्यापार गर्ने मान्छेलाई नाफा गर्नै पर्छ। तपाईँ त्यो एउटा एकातिर तपाईँको त्यो पृष्ठभूमि छ, अर्कोतिर तपाईँ समाजसेवाको कुरा गरिरहनु भएको छ। तपाईँलाई आत्मसन्तुष्टि यो
व्यापार
दुईटा
गर्नै
मध्ये
पर्छ,
केले दिन्छ?
किनभने त्यो नगरिकन तपाईँ खाने के, टु बी भेरी फ्रेङ्क है, त्यो गर्नै पर्छ र त्यो गर्नेछौँ। हाम्रो त पुस्तैनी व्यवसाय हो, अलग अलग नयाँ नयाँ चिज हामी गरिराखेका हुन्छौँ, हाम्रो परिवारले गर्छ र म पनि गरिराखेको छु। र यसमा मलाई धेरै आत्मसन्तुष्टि हुन्छ सेवा गरेको बापतमा। अहिले जसरी कहीँ बाढी आयो भने म आफै लागेर गर्छु, खालि सामान मात्रै दिने होइन कि फिजिकली जान्छु। कोसी बाढीको टाइममा मेरो रोजको ड्युटी थियो। सो सुनकोशी रोज जान्थेँ, रोज त्यहाँको टेन्टहरूलाई त्यहाँ 22वटा त्यो स्कुलहरूमा टेन्ट चलाएको थियो। त्यसमा घुमेर सबलाई कोअर्डिनेट गर्ने, यो गर्ने, आफ्नो पनि टेन्ट चलाएको थियौँ, रोटीको पनि थियो, आफ्नो व्यावसायिक टेन्ट पनि थियो। सो यसको एउटा आनन्दै फरक छ।
अब कुरा गरौँ रोटरी फाउन्डेसनको। तपाईँले अहिले यो रोटरी फाउन्डेसनबाट के कुराहरू भइरहेछ तपाईँको जिम्मेवारीमा छ?
रोटरी फाउन्डेसन भनेको हाम्रो रोटरीको यो अक्षय कोष हो। संसारको सबभन्दा पहिला ठुलै नै थियो, अभी बिल मेलिन्डा गेट्स आएपछि यो सेकेन्ड र थर्ड हुन गयो। तर आज पनि धेरै ठुलो हाम्रो फन्ड छ र त्यसबाट हामी ल्याएर यहाँ सेवाहरू गर्छौँ। र हाम्रा इन्टरनेसनल रोटेरियनहरू उहाँहरूलाई त्यति लगानी गर्ने ठाउँ छैन, उनीहरू नेपालसँग सहकार्य गरेर यहाँ लगानी गर्छन्। र गत सालसम्म हामी म्याचिङ ग्रान्ट भन्थ्यौँ र गत साल भनेको 12-13सम्म, यो 13-14 गत सालदेखि नयाँ सिस्टम ल्यायो, ग्लोबल ग्रान्ट र अर्को सिस्टम ल्यायो रोटरीले। त्यसअनुसार हामीले मलाई डिआरएफसी बनाइयो, जसको काम हो यसको पैसा उठाएर पनि रोटरी फाउन्डेसनलाई पठाउने र प्रोजेक्टहरूलाई कोअर्डिनेट गरिदिने। रोटरी क्लबहरूलाई कसैले गर्न पाएको छैन भने उनीहरूलाई पार्टनर खोजिदिने, गरेको छ भने उसले राम्रोसित चेक गरेर कोही गल्ती नहोस् भनेर त्यो चेक गरेर उनीहरूको त्यो अथराइज गर्नुपर्ने, त्यो यसमा प्रशस्त कामहरू छन् जो कि राम्रो टाइम लाग्छ यसमा।
अब तपाईँले त्यो डिआरएफ र अरू रोटरी क्लबहरूलाई समन्वय सहयोग मिलाउने भन्नुभएको छ। तपाईँले यो जिम्मेवारी लिइसकेपछि के त्यस्तो मूलभूत कुराहरू भएको छ बुझाइदिन सक्नुहुन्छ?
हामीले लास्ट इयर करिब $11 लाख बराबरको ग्लोबल ग्रान्ट हामी ठाउँ ठाउँमा, मेचीमा, विराटनगरमा, तपाईँको यहाँ ब्लड ब्याङ्कमा, त्यसै गरी कहीँ तपाईँको त्यहाँ करिब $92,000 को कम्प्युटर बाँड्यौँ पोखरामा, त्यहाँ एउटा गटको त्यो मतलब पालनको, त्यस्तो गरेर करिब हामीले 16वटा प्रोजेक्टहरू गऱ्यौँ, जसको करिब $11 लाख को बराबरको थियो। त्यो मेरै कोअर्डिनेसनमा भएको हो, किनभने पहिला हामीलाई थाहा हुँदैन थियो। अहिले यो सालदेखि 13-14देखि मेरो बिना अथराइजेसन कुनै प्रोजेक्ट हुन सक्दैन। सो अनि त्यो गर्नको भन्दा पहिला म थ्रु गर्छु कि यो ठिक छ कि छैन, उपयुक्त छ कि छैन, कहीँ मिसयुज त हुँदैन, प्रोजेक्ट मिसयुज पनि हुन्छ, सब ठाउँमा सब खालका मान्छे छन्। त हाम्रो रोटेरियनहरू त गर्दैन तर नबुझेर गर्न सक्छन्, त त्यो चिजलाई हेर्ने काम र उनीहरूलाई सम्बोधन गर्ने काम पनि हो। र यो साल हाम्रो डिस्ट्रिक्ट गभर्नरज्यूले एउटा हाम्रो डिस्ट्रिक्ट ग्रान्ट पनि छ, त्यसमा लास्ट इयर त गर्न पाउनु भएन, नयाँ नयाँ आएको थियो। यो पटक 30,000 जति जो क्लबहरूले प्रोजेक्ट गर्न सक्दैन, ठुला प्रोजेक्टहरू, किनभने अब ग्लोबल ग्रान्ट गर्दाखेरि $40,000 देखि $45,000 को घटीमा $30,000 को गर्नुपर्छ। त्यो क्षमता हुँदैन धेरै क्लबहरूमा पार्टनर भेट्ने गर्ने। त उनको लागि हामीले कमसेकम 1.5 लाख जतिको अगर गर्न चाहेमा उनीहरू पनि केही थपोस्, त्यो गरेर हामीले करिब $30,000 छुटाएको छौँ र क्लबहरूलाई पठाएको छौँ कि आफ्नो प्रपोजल पठाउनुहोस्। सो ये सब काम हामी यसमा अहिले गरिराखेका छौँ र लास्ट इयर पनि गरे हो।
रोटरीमा जो आउनु भएको छैन उहाँहरूलाई, किन अहिले रोटरीमा मेम्बरसिप कसरी बढाउने भन्ने पनि एउटा चुनौतीको कुरा छ। यति धेरै राम्रो काम गर्ने संस्था रोटरीमा आएर सबैले समाजसेवाको भावनामा समाजसेवामा लागुन् भन्ने पक्कै यहाँको सन्देश हुनसक्छ। के भन्नुहुन्छ दर्शकहरूलाई?
म त्यही भन्न चाहन्छु, यो रोटरी एउटा निःशुद्ध संस्था, सेवाको संस्था हो। यसमा सबभन्दा ठुलो एक पैसा हो कि हाम्रो कुनै प्रोजेक्ट केही गर्दाखेरि एक पैसा पनि पर्सनल कस्ट हुँदैन, मतलब ओभरहेड हुँदैन, सब हाम्रो खल्तीबाट गएको हुन्छ। प्रोजेक्टमा आएको पैसा सिधा प्रोजेक्टमा जान्छ। सो यस्तो संस्था कुनै पनि छैन। त यसमा अरू पनि धेरै फ्रेन्ड हामी फेलोसिप गर्न सक्छौँ, चिनजान गर्न सक्छौँ, किनभने यसमा क्लासिफिकेसन भिन्न भिन्न क्लासिफिकेसनका क्राइटेरियाबाट मेम्बरहरू आउँछन्। तपाईँहरू सब आउनुहोस्, आएर एकचोटि हेर्नुहोस्, बुझ्नुहोस्। अगर तपाईँ क्लबहरूमा गएर रिक्वेस्ट गरेर एकचोटि भिजिट गर्नुहोस्, अगर तपाईँलाई लाग्यो भने जोइन गर्नुहोस्। तर मलाई विश्वास छ अगर एकचोटि तपाईँले मनमा लिएर जानुभयो भने डेफिनेटली हाम्रा दर्शकगण जो सुनिराख्नु भएको छ वो पक्कै आउनुहुन्छ। र यति राम्रो फाउन्डेसनबाट प्रोजेक्ट गर्ने तपाईँको आँट हुनु पर्यो। तपाईँले 4-5 लाख डलर जतिको पनि गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। बाहिर दाताहरू तयार छन्, खालि करस्पोन्डेन्स गरेर गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। तपाईँमा क्यापेबिलिटी छ भने तपाईँ यस्तो संस्था कहीँ पनि छैन। लायन्समा पनि मैले यस्तो देखाएको छैन, पर्टिकुलर चिजमा जान्छन् उनीहरू, यसमा खुल्ला फिल्ड छ।
हस्, यहाँको अमूल्य समय र विचारको लागि हार्दिक धन्यवाद।
थ्याङ्क यू, धन्यवाद
सो मच। थ्याङ्क यू। आजको कार्यक्रममा हामीले समेटेको विषयवस्तुको बारेमा यहाँहरूको सल्लाह सुझाव टीका टिप्पणीका लागि हाम्रो ठेगाना यस प्रकार छ। आगामी हप्ता साक्षरताका लागि रोटरी कार्यक्रमको अर्को महत्त्वपूर्ण एपिसोड लिएर उपस्थित हुनेछौँ। तबसम्मको लागि आजको प्रस्तुतिबाट सम्पूर्ण युनिटसहित मलाई समेत बिदा दिनुहोस्। नमस्कार।